What's up, everyone? It's your boy Jackeal, your guide to living with Apple every day. And in this episode, we're going to do things a little bit differently. We're going to explore the differences between iOS 17 and iOS 18 Control Center. So this is an exploratory episode. Feel free to hop around depending on your interest. But the longer you stay on this video, the better it looks for my average viewer duration, the better YouTube likes it, and the more YouTube will share the video. So if you love Apple, watch a lot of the video, make sure you leave a like, and subscribe to the channel if you aren't already. Help me reach 1 million subscribers. So without further ado, let's explore. On the left, I have an iPhone 12 Pro Max running iOS 17. And on the right, I have an iPhone 15 Pro running iOS 18. Let's see the differences in their control center. How to get to the control center is the top right corner right there. You can see that on the iPhone 12 Pro, you can see that on iOS 17, the controls are mainly rounded edges rectangles, whereas on the iOS 18, they've basically gone with circles for everything. All of these commands here versus all of these commands here. What's also interesting is that you can see here on the right-hand side, they now have abilities to move like this. So if you go from your hearted to the music to settings, to turn off Wi-Fi, turn off VPN, satellite, discovery, hotspots, etc. Whereas on here, you don't really have that. And the only way to get on it on iOS 17 is if you hold down that top left to then access everything else. Whereas on iOS 18, if you wanted to access it, scroll down from the top right and you can either hold there to access all of the different connections, or you scroll down to the connections tab. Another big update is in iOS 17, you press like that to disconnect the Bluetooth, but on iOS 18, you press like that to disconnect Bluetooth. So you can't really disconnect Bluetooth as easily as before because now it's 2 clicks. 1, 2. Whereas before on iOS 17, it was 1 click and done right there. One other big difference is the ability to add different widgets to your control center. So right here, I'm holding the screen. Nothing happens. You have to go into settings to control all of these. So whereas before on iOS 17, you had to go into settings to then control the control center, on iOS 18, you can do it right here from the control center. You just hold on the screen and then these little buttons pop up for you to adjust. So if I wanted to move it around, etc., you see? Or if I wanted to get rid of it, oh, I can make it bigger. Oh my goodness. That's so cool. Okay, so it doesn't have to be like one little circle. So if I want to make flashlight this huge rectangle, I can for easy press. That's so cool. I can make it long. I can make it rectangle. I can make it, nope, you can't make it tall. You can't make it tall, but you can make it sideways and rectangle. Oh, that's very cool. Okay, let's ChatGPT, but let's add it. So we're gonna click it. We're gonna click add a control. We're gonna click ChatGPT voice. Boom. Okay. If I want it this big, I could just have it take up the whole space. Oh my god. Okay. Let's add this back up, shall we? Oh, I'm lost. Oh my god. Oh my god, I am now lost. How to freaking find that guy? Oh. Now I'm confused. Now how do you move everything? So now we're going to play around with maneuvering widgets/apps in the control center. You'll see that you could totally just have a few really big rectangular apps or widgets as opposed to a bunch of little small dots. Okay, let's add connectivity. OMG, let's add everything back. Things got all discombobbled. But it's really cool. You could literally add another page as well. What's cool that I've seen other people use as well is that the flashlight can now do wide or focused. Just by holding on the flashlight widget, you can maneuver the bulb, essentially, how far you want it, the intensity. So basically the intensity of the flashlight and the width of it, whether you want it wide or sharp and pointy. So So to access the control center, you scroll down from the top right corner. And I've already maneuvered some stuff, but now Apple's allowed more than one way to adjust it. So the first way is you just hold on to the screen and all of these pop up. You can click on Add Control and then you select the ones you want to add. Other way is to click the plus button right here in the top left corner. And then you click Add Control. So that's really cool. And I'm just going to show you some of the controls on iOS 18. Besides the usuals, which were already available on iOS 17, we now have ChatGPT incorporated into iOS 18 for both typing and voice. So I'm going to add ChatGPT right here. And I'm going to, oh, nope, I don't need it big. I'm going to make it small. And it disappears. So we're just going to add it again. So we got ChatGPT there, and we're going to move it down there. I'm going to click Add Control, and then we're going to click Voice. That's very interesting. They disappear when you move them. See? They disappear. So now I'm going to add ChatGPT, add voice. I'm not going to touch the ChatGPTs right now. I'm going to leave them untouched just so the symbol can stay there. But besides ChatGPT, we have the clocks. So when I mentioned that the Bluetooth now takes 2 presses to get to it, like check this, because you have to press there and then press Bluetooth on and off, whereas on iOS 17 you saw it was just a 1 tap. You can have Bluetooth separately. So here, check this. Add Control, Bluetooth. Ta-da! I wonder if you can just make Bluetooth big. There. For whatever reason, in case you want Bluetooth big, but we don't. So it's just going to be a small little button. Dark mode, screen recording, text size, that's interesting. You can have Instagram now as access. I don't think we need it. For the next 2 minutes and a half, you can fast forward if you like or skip and watch the rest of the video, because it's just going to be me showing you all of the various widgets in the new control center for iOS 18 and also maneuvering around to make it very friendly at the bottom of the control center, so you don't have to reach towards the middle or the top. So it's better for people with short fingers or small hands, etc., in case you need to do control center with one hand. Music connectivity. That's not bad. Boom. Not bad. I wonder if in settings you can still do control center. Wow. So you can't control the control center here anymore like on iOS 17. You can now do it from here itself. Because just to show you, on the iOS 17, if you want, see, if you were to hold it down, nothing happens. You just have to go into, this is on the iPhone 12 Pro Max iOS 17. You go into Control Center and you control the Control Center like this. But you see, this was all of the options at the time for iOS 17. Not that many compared to the iOS 18 options.